How do you know if you won the federal government contract? All my amazing GovCon winners, I know you're winners. You all know you're winners. But did the government really understand that you should be a winner? How do you find out? Before I go into that, let's kind of take a step back. When it comes to the federal government, regardless of the type of opportunity you're pursuing, whether it's on sam.gov, it's on Unison, it's on FedConnect, hey, they even now are accepting proposals through the PIE, aka PI system. You've spent all this time, you've spent all this energy, maybe you even spent money to prepare this proposal for a federal government agency. And you want to know, did I win? Did we win? And how are you going to find that out? Theoretically, an agency should notify you. The reason I say theoretically is because when it comes to life in general, we can't control anyone but ourselves. So in theory, an agency should reach out to say, hey, the notification is live as far as who was awarded the contract, or they should send you some type of document. It could be an email, it could be a Word document, a PDF, letting you know if you did or didn't win. So here's what I have found, and I'm gonna help you because I know you want to know, did you really win? You want to know this. I want to know it. You want to know it. We all want to know it. Typically, when you submit something, if you have won, they will call, email. At a minimum, they're going to send you an email. Sometimes the email is really short. Sometimes the email contains just the actual contract itself. Sometimes they just call you out of the blue. That happened with an agency. I received a phone call and this woman said, hey, I'm calling because you were awarded this contract and I'm trying to set up payment. I was like, what? We won this? They notify you, hands down. If you didn't win, or if you are part of a team, that's where things get a little tricky. So if you're part of a team, meaning you were not the prime contractor who submitted the actual opportunity, then you need to go ahead and reach out to the said prime contractor to find out what happened. If we're talking about contract vehicles such as a GSA schedule, a government-wide acquisition kind of contract, a GWAC, again, they will let you know one way or another through email, through a letter, through some kind of attachment. Now, outside of all of this, to find out if you didn't win, and let's say you still don't know, maybe you're thinking, maybe they just haven't made a decision, because we start to fill in this information based on our past. This is very common. There's tons of research on how we fill in the blanks. We start to try and rationalize, maybe they made a decision, maybe they're really going to award it to multiple companies. And it really helps us go through this process. But in reality, chances are they have made a decision. So you could go ahead and send an email or call the contracting officer connected to that opportunity. We did that recently. 4 out of the 5 responded back. You can also check out sam.gov. Do they always post who won on there? They don't, because we can only control ourselves, right? Don't forget that. But you can go on sam.gov. It may be there, it may not be there. If you submitted through FedConnect, the PI system, things of that nature, it's best to just call an email. If you submitted through an active GSA schedule, inside of your actual GSA schedule, you're going to see green awarded, red not awarded. So you're going to find out. The other thing that you can do is you can go to FPDS. You can go to that website. You can enter the information. Again, it may be there. It may not be there. If you have a subscription to GovWin, that's another option. And the thing about GovWin, and this is why I personally love using GovWin, this is not sponsored by GovWin, I'm just sharing. For a few $1,000s a year, they will go the extra mile and request documents or start to do some research for me, especially if it's an opportunity that's really, really important to me and I want to know who won. I don't want to just know, did I win or didn't win? I want to know who really won. GovTribe also will provide information concerning typically who was awarded the opportunity. But once again, there is no one-stop shop. And I get it, because you've put in all this time, you've put in all this energy. I know you're a winner, you know you're a winner, and you just want to find out what was their decision or who did they go with. I get it. It can definitely be frustrating. Something else you may want to look into doing, and I did this early on, and that was I would request a debrief. Once I found out that I wasn't the winner, or I assumed that I'm pretty much not the winner, I immediately would send an email to the point of contact, AKA the contracting officer that was noted on the solicitation, and I would ask, dear Mr. Smith, I am writing in regards to opportunity, put the number there, whatever the reference that they have. I'm writing concerning this opportunity to request a formal debrief. Please advise on how you would like to go forward with this. This is extremely valuable. There are certain opportunities where they are obligated to do this, and I want to emphasize again, obligated. And with some of these situations, they may just say, yeah, just send me the questions that you have. I'll answer them via email. Sometimes they will respond with, hey, please set up a phone call. This happened with someone who I'm coaching. They may even say, oh, this is great. We're going to have a Teams meeting. There's a group of us that will get on the call and we'll walk you through feedback on your proposal. Regardless of the approach that they take, this is bigger than just finding out why you didn't win. This is an opportunity to further sell yourself. As they're going through and sharing, whether it's via email, it's over the phone, it could be in a presentation, and they're providing feedback. Typically, they will provide feedback such as, if you go deep into your technical capability, they may say some things such as, oh, well, we wish you would have provided more on staffing, or we wish you would have provided a little more detail about transitioning in, transitioning out. These are some feedbacks that I'd received over the years that I'm sharing with you. Sometimes they'll just say, here's what we can send by email. There were 7 companies submitted. Your pricing fell at this range, and otherwise you were technically acceptable. Who knows? I even had one agency, I think I still have the recording to this day. It was a very detailed capability brief, and they went really deep into the how around an area. And I have appreciated every single one of those debriefs, because at the end of the day, they help you as an entrepreneur. But then there's the other piece, and that is planting the seed. This may apply to you, it may not. But either way, hear me out. So let's say you're in the process of getting your woman-owned certification, or forming a joint venture, or applying for your service disabled set aside, or maybe even your 8A set aside. This is a great opportunity to just bring it up, as well as say, I would love to be considered for future work, or do you think you'll have anything similar in the future? Now, while there are various rules and responsibilities and regulations that involve and kind of govern the entire procurement space, remember, you are dealing with people. And when you plant that seed, it may immediately grow with them. And they may think, oh, wow, they were technically acceptable. Maybe their price was, a little high. Hey, they're looking to get their woman-owned, and we need to bring on more woman-owned vendors. Okay, awesome. This is something to take note of. Others may be like, okay, who knows? But if you don't plant that seed, you're not going to have a garden. You're not going to have any of it. So when it comes to finding out if you won or not, it is bigger than just yes or no. There's all of these other avenues that you can take that don't exist in other spaces. You can't contact Pepsi and say, yeah, I want to know why you didn't go with my proposal. I mean, you could try, I guess. I don't know what they're going to say to you, but you could try. So all my amazing GovCon winners, and for those of you, or maybe this is your first time watching and you still may be wondering, dang, her hair is gorgeous. Oh my gosh, who is this? My name is Dr. Kizzy Parks, and I've been awarded well over $50 million in federal government contracts. And please, y'all, I'm about to roll out very, very soon the next iteration of GovCon Winners Ultimate Edge. So please check out govconwinners.com. Like this video, subscribe, share it, because y'all are amazing. You know this, you're winners. If we won every single opportunity we ever encountered in our life, life would be boring, y'all, I'm telling you. I mean, you would get tired of winning. You'd be like, oh my God, I won again. I promise you. Till next time, don't forget, everything is possible. Take care.